Hello, welcome back to UK Nationals 2017. I'm Chris Dyer and I'm joined by two top 8 competitors. I've got Patrick Gower.
Hello guys.
And I've got Mike Prosser.
Hello.
We're going to see the losers final, so this is for second and third. We've got Don Bowden playing Whiz against Swifty playing Sync, Swifty Dave Etherington. Don is on a Siffer Whiz and we've seen this Sync already, so what do you think of this matchup?
Well, we think the court's going to win.
Yeah, generally Sync v Red Whiz is already a heavily favoured Sync matchup, right?
Yeah, so you've played a lot of Sync, right, Mike?
I played, prior to this tournament, I played pretty much nothing but Sync for about a year. And this is, of the big matchups, this is the one that feels fine.
It's almost why you play Sync, right?
Yeah.
You're playing Sync because there's a lot of Whizzard and your matchup is
you're
pretty
playing
great.
Sync because you're good against Red Whiz and you're okay against Andy. That's it.
So why did you change for today?
I'm just bored of playing Sync.
Fair.
And also I thought there'd be a fair amount of Haley around for some reason. I always think that, and I'm always wrong.
Yeah.
So I played CI, which is also bad against Haley.
I think it was a difficult meta to predict in a lot of ways. For everybody, like there was way more Scorp and way more Wayland than I think anyone expected.
Yeah, the amount of Scorpios was a weird surprise.
And the runners were different as well, but yeah, we'll see. Both players now sporting horrible ID trays for getting to the top 4 of Nationals. So Swifty's mulligan. So what does Swifty want in his opening hand against Wiz, do you think?
So this particular matchup as well, there's something about it that makes it even worse than regular Wiz v Sync in that Don is running no Plascrete at all.
Yeah.
So Swifty doesn't particularly have to rush into his kill plan.
Okay.
So I don't think he needs to score breaking news.
So it's just money and ice.
Econ and ice.
Money
and
and
then
data
draw into your
is what he
breaking
does,
news.
Yeah. So the one advantage Siffer Wiz has, I guess, is that he has a better answer to Data Raven than other Wizzes because at least you can face check it, jack out, parasite it, and then kill it without
But
tag.
it's a money intensive.
It's still
one,
bad
because
right?
paying 5 for the Siffer and 2 for the Plascrete, the parasite puts you in hard hitting range.
Yeah. I found during testing that Blue Moose had actually made Sync a little bit weaker because runners were much better suited to ratio and econ. It's hard to stay ahead, but like you say, Sif has a lot of expensive things it wants to install. I think Don kept, I didn't see him again. So
Yeah, Don kept Swifty.
Does the Sync deck play mid-seasons at all, or is it just hard-hitting?
No, hard-hitting and
24/7 kill, okay.
And also a load of tag moves.
Yeah.
So Don, I guess, is looking for econ more than anything. There's not a lot else he really can have.
Don just wants to stabilise at 12 credits as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Does he have Easter eggs?
So he's gone sweeps.
Yes, he will have. He'll have 3 Easter eggs.
Okay.
So Swifty's Ice HQ instead of R&D. Was that the server you prefer to Ice?
It's interesting. I mean, I assume that means he has something in hand, because medium is something of a threat.
Medium's
Although
a
I
threat,
suppose he knows that Don's not going to run this turn for hard hitting if it. Like, it's very unlikely.
So
that Don
sweep
runs.
stops you. And maybe now you see the reason that Don kept his hand is because he had a Blue Moose.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Because it's a bad matchup, do you think you'd install the medium and run if you had it there?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Well,
to try and...
the problem is, if you install medium and run, it's an all or nothing line.
Yeah,
on
you're
the base.
seeding the game if they're hard hitting.
If you miss and then they ice, then you're kind of stuffed. So if you've got no econ in hand, then maybe you do it because
he has plenty of econ in his hand.
Yeah,
now he has loads. So I like this line a lot more when you have the econ in that you can then wait. And a lot of Sync's ice is actually quite permeable in that if you're willing to take the tags, you can make desperation runs.
Yeah,
when
late
you
game,
need
if
to.
you have a medium with multiple counters and you've elected to go tag me, the ice becomes very flimsy apart from resistor.
Yeah. But you really want like 4 points before you do that because
absolutely.
otherwise you're missing the agendas you can't steal and the ones you're going to hit.
Yeah, hitting QPM is a very, very sad time.
Yeah. So Don's drawn a lot. His setup's been quite quick. He's ditched a Yogg, which he doesn't really need in this matchup, as far as I'm aware.
And notably, Swifty has not yet scored anything.
No breaking
Especially
news,
not breaking news.
1 econ card. Yes, it hasn't done a huge amount. He's still way above Don at econ for the moment, but I think that will change pretty quickly.
Yeah,
There he
Resing
goes.
Ice will set him back.
So,
Waiting for the clock.
Yeah.
Clock tech would be superb here.
It's always good. Ask your opponent if they have any actions.
Yeah, always
Don't
do it
want the
properly.
cheeky game loss.
Yeah.
So that just turns the clock up on Don a little bit. In
How
that
much
Swifty
money
now
has Don got? Has he got enough to poke HQ yet?
Don uses some very old credit tokens, so I think he might be on 12 exactly.
I thought he was
Okay.
on 9.
He's run R&D instead.
I mean, he doesn't need to have 12 as long as he has more
More
than
than Swifty,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that a Raven, I assume? An
Yeah.
alt-art rate,
Yeah. So he'll jack out because there's no values running through this.
Do you try HQ after this?
I think you do, right? While
Yeah.
Swifty's low on money.
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, there's something of a danger of, say, if that's a pop-up, a hedge fund hard-hitting would be pretty unpleasant, but with his 2 econ cards, he probably bounces back. That's quite nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so that gives you 2 options. One, you can just slow parasite it and let it tick down, or 2, if you've got Sith there and medium, you can then get a bunch of access quickly.
Yeah, the sync deck is very low on econ. It only has the 6 econ cards, and some of the ice is quite expensive, so losing a Data Raven for no value, or for like 1 turn of keeping them out of R&D is a significant turn
Yeah,
benefit.
and it's your best ice by a long, long way, right?
Massive.
It's easily your best
Turnpike
ice.
is decent, but that is much better, especially against Mimic.
So the second ice over the Raven helps a lot, because now you have to go through that second ice to be able to cipher Parasite,
Yes.
as long as you can res it. And then just click for a credit just to keep his econ up.
Sure gamble, so he's got loads of money.
Yeah, and Moose already removed 6 cards, so Don looks like he's on about 13, 14 credits, something like that.
I think I'm still trying HQ here.
I still think so. So Swifty's low enough on money.
Oh.
And the initial ice placement on HQ implies to me that there is something in there.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
might have been the breaking news.
It could have been the breaking news, but it could well be something else.
Bare minimum, if you can force him to rest that ice, he's way
Okay.
behind.
So does this mean there's a cipher on the
That's what
pedal?
it
It must
looks
do,
like,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
This sends him quite poor with
Yeah.
the cipher installed. So if Swifty has an econ card in hand, this could get quite scary next turn.
Yeah.
He can't run again for another pop-up window, right? That would be...
So I think that leaves him on 7 credits. Swifty's on 6, so he's already in hard-to-use Doom range. I think you're right. I don't think he can run again, and he might even need to take a credit.
He drew.
Yeah, so I think Don has 8 credits.
Yeah.
So yeah, hedge fund hard-to-use is devastating.
Although the 2 econ cards with the cast and moves would take him to 12, so he could at least clear it.
Yeah.
But still, that's a horrible, horrible
Yeah.
turn.
Big hit to Swift as well, though, because Swift would go down to 0.
Yes.
Yeah, so he would get a lot of accesses in that case.
Yeah.
Yogg is a kind of interesting card in this matchup because it's incredibly expensive to install, and the only ice that matters is pop-up window.
Yeah.
But saving you the credit on every single pop-up window run, although you have to be careful of their credit pool, can get quite significant when you're medium digging.
It's with Archangel as well.
Archangel's the other
Yeah,
option.
Archangel.
So one of the unpleasant things about this deck is that if you do go kind of desperation medium, if you hit an Archangel R&D, sometimes you just get your medium bounce and then the game is literally over.
Yes.
Credit, hard.
Okay, he's doing it.
Does he have enough to land this?
Must do.
Or he's
Got
yeah,
exactly.
he wouldn't just do it for the
So
ban.
effectively, they're both going to go bankrupt, I think.
Yes. Swifty played a sweeps week turn 1, right? Not a hedge fund.
Yeah, that's
maybe
right.
he has another one to hand.
So this is interesting because Don must be able to recover quicker than Swifty.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking with Blue Moose. He can clear that
And then you've still got 2 credits every turn.
So he clears the tags, then he wants another Parasite, really, so just keep running R&D.
Yeah, yeah. So Swifty will have to be able to follow this up.
Yeah, and the best he can get out of this is credit sweeps, money-wise. Or if Don runs this turn, he can just sweeps, but that would be suicidal.
Yeah, so
How much money does Don have? Can he clear all the tags this turn?
we think he's got 12.
He's got 12, so he can...
Strictly speaking, does Don need to clear all 4 tags this turn? Because he has no agendas to exchange, and 1 credit does deny the boom.
He might trash the Moose.
He
if
could trash Moose,
Let's...
that's I guess flip ID trash Moose would be
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty painful.
I would just clear them all. You're going to clear them.
Seems right.
Yeah, so he had exactly 12.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so now we're both broke.
That's not great for Swifty, I don't think.
No, this pop-up could get annoying quite quickly. Yeah, so Swifty forced into taking 3. So Don's turn's going to be better than that.
Yeah, bare minimum, he takes 6 credits in, which...
Yeah.
He still can't really run R&D this turn.
No,
because
run
of pop-up
but now's the run HQ, which I quite
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
I think.
It's good stuff.
So, and that tells you a lot about what that ice must be, I guess, as well.
Yes,
So there's not,
another Data Ravens.
not much ice you can't res there.
I mean, you wouldn't necessarily res an IP block, say, which would
Yeah.
wipe you out.
And I guess the Data Raven on R&D is unlikely unless you've already got one on HQ.
Yes. Although, I mean, if you have no QPMs in hand and you're scared of the medium threat, then
Yep.
maybe you save the Data Raven for R&D.
Yeah, I'll pay you.
So another HQ run. So these are fine, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
These HQ runs could be a little bit dangerous. He knows Swifty has Archive Memories in hand. If Swifty has Sweeps Week Archive hard hitting here, he could be very deep into that.
That's an interesting point, actually.
He's on 4 credits.
Yeah, Don's on 4. I assume he's got
Although, I mean, there's
Almost
no way
beforehand.
Swifty can do that and then sweeps Boom the turn after, unless he has the unreasonable god hand.
Yeah.
All his sweep tweets.
Yeah,
And if he did that, he'd have sweeps the last turn when he was stuck on no money.
yeah. So he's back to drawing cards that Don hasn't seen. So
Even
Don
credit.
won't know.
Actually, credit archived hard hitting here. He can stick him with 4 tags.
yeah, that's a great line.
Don's got 4 credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll have 6 at the start of his next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, and then he can't clear the tags. Yeah,
And he 100% loses Blue Moose if Swifty flips his ID the
yeah.
turn after.
I think that's a great line. Step one.
Step 1, we took a credit. Yeah.
yeah.
He's got it, yeah.
I think that's a really good line.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm also fairly sure Don wouldn't have seen that code. Well, I don't think I'd have seen that
I
code.
didn't
He
consider that at all.
didn't see the archived until the last run. So even if he
Yeah.
hadn't, even if he had seen the line coming, there was nothing he could do about it. But
So what do you do now if you're Don? You've got 6 credits, you've got 4 tags.
so unless Swifty has a sweepspeak in hand, the kill threat isn't necessarily live. So
Yeah.
Don could try and dig himself out of this hole.
Oh, okay, to resistor.
So that's interesting. Why didn't you res that
Why
last
wasn't
time?
that raised before?
Maybe
Maybe-
he has exchange in hand.
Maybe he doesn't mind the GFI going, but that's an odd one.
That's a strange not res.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, if you want to give a huge amount of credit, maybe he assumed it would get parasited immediately if it was at strength 0, whereas here it's at strength 4.
Yeah.
Or maybe he wanted him to spend his entire turn running HQ.
Or maybe he's
so
got the
set
boom
up
in
that
hand and
run.
it's now relevant.
Possibly.
Because he had
Although you
arc-
still wouldn't want the boom trash before, right?
Yeah, but you've got archived
That's
before.
fair point.
And now you've used the archive, so maybe now you're protecting boom. Okay, that's interesting.
Right.
So clears 2.
So there's no way he can die this turn because Swifty's still on.
Agreed, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you trash Blue Moose here?
I think you have to,
I
right?
think so.
Oh, he can't flip his ID because of the Easter egg, so he has to.
Oh, that's
credit
good.
Oh.
That's good.
Very good.
Yeah, that's a really good E-strike.
Maybe you still do it.
So if you don't, Don is going credit, tag, clear tag, clear tag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's still right.
Because even if Don gets another one down, that's 5 credits worth of tempo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So Don, I think, will be staring at this medium and going, when is the right time to go? I still don't think it's now.
The fact that he chose to clear tags last turn suggests that he's not committing to tag me.
Yeah. Yeah.
He still can't clear all the tags this turn.
No, he can't. But he can go down to 1, which is a lot better than 2.
Yes. Does this deck run Dirty Laundry?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
So Laundry here would be really nice.
Yeah.
Just
There we go.
Yeah, there we are.
Called it.
QPM. Oh, so he'd bin the exchange.
Yeah, okay.
Does the deck play 1 exchange?
Yeah, so
usually.
it's really tight on slots nowadays.
Swifty's deck has a couple more slots than normal because he has not got any hardware destruction. He doesn't have Observe and Destroy or Best Defense, so he still has
right.
room for the second close to count.
So his plastic counterplay is to boom, then boom
So-
again.
No, his Plastic counterplay is to not bother. And
Right,
score
score out, okay.
Which worked well enough earlier today.
Yeah.
Or I suppose, yeah, you just boom them over and over again.
Yeah.
Exchanging the bin is a bit problematic. Though. If Don does go tag me, Swifty's going to have to find a Jackson.
Yeah,
Just
so that
exchange
means
an archive to both go.
and it's hard to find the Jacksons if you've lost your archive, because if he goes medium digging, he'll just trash them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So John's taking the long route
Yeah,
out here.
yeah. And I think that's what Swifty's admitted to with that second ice on R&D.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's going to be a lot of clicking for credits this game. Okay. That is a not very helpful inject.
Do we know if Swifty knows that Don has no plastic? Because there's a big difference. If he puts a peddler down,
yeah.
that changes things.
Yeah. Though you can still go for it, right?
I mean, you still probably go for the combo.
You still it's
but
24/7 because it gives them the tags, and then if you've got closed accounts, it's still really high value.
Yeah, it just puts a slight bit of nerves
Yeah,
if you don't
yeah,
know and there's a face
yeah.
down.
I guess the problem is that you can't not fire it, right? You can't wonder if they've got
Yeah,
it.
you have to go for it. You
Yeah.
just want redundancy in hand.
Yeah,
so if you
yeah,
can
agreed.
close accounts hard hitting, then it's
It's
irrelevant,
great, yeah,
by the
yeah,
way.
yeah,
Or you just fire it anyway for value.
yeah. So I feel like Swifty's quite a long way up now. Do you agree?
Yes, but he really needs to find another 2-1. Otherwise, System Rate is not
Yeah.
If he had 2-2-1 scored here, he would be massively
Yeah,
ahead, I
agreed.
think. But if he doesn't have them in hand, and if he's got, say, other agendas in hand that he can't do anything with,
Yeah.
he could be not in a great place.
Okay,
He'll
he's
get
in the
medium
money now.
blocked.
Well, he's
Okay.
icing HQ.
Okay, now he's rich again.
Yeah. So
He
that.
does have something in hand.
Yeah, and it. Well, yeah.
Or a boom.
A boom
You,
seems plausible.
you quite like just balancing out your ice in this matchup, I think. So you quite like having 2 ice on the. Oh, is that off the peddler?
Yeah.
That's a hard peddler because he needs the money, but Parasite and Medium are really important cards. He's got deja vus though.
He does need some money up there, because he can't stay below 58 credits. If he does, he can just never run.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Unless you're going to win.
Well, yeah.
But he's a long way off that, I think.
It's kind of unfortunate that the agenda he stole was was one Jackson. It's
It's
kind of
GFI,
unfortunate
right?
that the agenda he stole was the global food.
Yeah.
Ideally, you'd want to be stealing the QPMs.
Yeah,
and the
agreed.
NAPD.
While you can.
Yeah. Because the food is just exchange bait.
Okay, so second moose is down.
It's interesting that Swifty binned that Jackson.
Yeah, I was just thinking that was discarded.
That's a
wasn't
good
it?
point, yeah.
So now Jackson and Archived and Exchange are all in the bin.
Yeah.
So what does he have in his hand that makes him want to bin?
Well,
Maybe a second Jackson.
second Jackson is the only thing that makes sense, isn't it? Or,
Yeah.
well, part of it will be combo, so he may well have 24/7 and boom.
Because you live or die by, in a game that goes longer than just agenda, sweeps, kill, you
Yeah.
live or die by your recursion in this
Yeah.
matchup. And if
Yeah.
you lose all 3 Jacksons, you're a bit screwed.
Yeah, so Swifty iced Archives, which I think means he does not have a 2-1 in hand. Because I'm pretty sure you score a 2-1 there if you've got it. You've got enough breathing room to do that.
Although he did draw click once, so he may have drawn it.
Yeah.
there. Why would you ice Archives?
I think the answer is because of Dirty Laundry, but 2 of them have
that's a fair
gone.
point.
So I think that's a kind of reactive Archives that I don't really like. There's the third one though.
That's a lot of money.
That's all the
And
money.
slums.
And now we've got the Slums boom line. Hooray!
Hey.
I suppose it could have been Rebirth Omar Fair, but that seems quite unlikely.
Yeah, yeah. It's possible.
Yeah. Although most regulars decks these days are so influence strapped.
Yeah, you got especially Siffer, which needs to play, which almost certainly has to play 3 Parasite.
I had 6 influence on Ciphers.
Yeah.
So Slums comes down.
This is the second one, which is fine.
Not going for the double slums at one
Double
turn.
slums.
Hit both booms.
Yeah.
So I feel like if Swifty doesn't score a 2-1 here,
It's
things
getting.
are starting to get out of his control.
Yeah, it's
there.
getting close, right? Yeah. So they're oh no, it's
Oh.
Jackson.
Oh, there goes Jackson, yeah.
I mean, he still could very easily just win if he scores a 2-1.
Yeah, so here's the second problem. This if he is flooded, this Jackson is very overtaxed because he wants to recur the Jackson and the archive memories at a
Yes.
minimum, which means that any more than one agenda in archives is actually pretty detrimental to him here because he has to leave one of those pieces behind.
Got a brief glimpse there. He definitely has closed accounts in
Yeah,
hand.
yeah. It's the
A
only
nice
card I
big
saw. I think I
red
saw
text.
Sweeps actually.
Sweeps is good.
Yeah. But he's getting to the point where Dom can take some accesses.
Yeah, that medium still has a counter on it.
Yeah.
R&D must be getting relatively dense. If he shuffled agendas there,
Could have left some QPMs in the bin, maybe.
That was free face
Especially
downs, right?
Depending what the ice is.
Yeah, if it's a Data Raven, you can sort of. But Data Raven must be more valuable somewhere else here.
yeah. Yeah, one Data Raven's dead.
He
So Data
shuffled
Raven and Archive's a
immediately.
bit of a luxury.
Yeah. Yeah, so I always found that a lot of the sync matchup is about ice placement because your ice changes matchup to matchup. It's really specific about where it needs to go.
Yeah, because you've only got like 11 slots for ice, so they
Yeah.
have to. They're all quite techy.
Yeah.
I mean, even resing IP block against a deck that isn't Siphon Anarch feels
Yeah.
like a waste of time
Okay,
sometimes.
so it's Deja for double Parasite, so now he needs to face check. I think.
So that makes resing a Data Raven feel awful
Yeah.
at any point.
Yeah.
And that's half the ice of the deck, now useless.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so he's got one on the pop-up, which is fine because it stops your econ spiraling out of control.
Yeah,
And
it denies the hard hit.
And the second one, therefore, is for your other R&D ice, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, there he
it's
goes.
the worst this could be. Archangel would be quite annoying.
Gutenberg.
Okay.
That's
So-
quite annoying.
That's quite because it means he takes a tag.
Yeah.
He doesn't have time to install the Parasite.
Yeah.
So he Deja Parasite, install Parasite.
So here's a question:
So
how
he's
many
running lost-
how many accesses do you take?
Is Dom running Lost Click?
It can't be, right?
His turn was Deja Vu for Parasite, or did he do that last turn?
That's a big hit. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, he really
So
wanted to.
I think taking 2 accesses there is incredibly
No,
risky.
He didn't run Lost Click. Well, in case of QPM.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, because a QPM now turns kill on straight away.
Yeah.
If you hit a QPM, it could be game over.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very good.
So I think you actually take one access, kill the Klutzberg, clear the tag, and then take your access after that. But it didn't, and it paid off.
15 minutes at least for Swifty is the stickiest.
He's in a bit of
agenda.
trouble though, isn't he? Because
Yeah, install Jackson, then shop. Oh, I suppose this gets him. Oh no, because Don stole both the cards that he accessed, so it's not like this gets him clean
no,
accesses.
he's in trouble because there's a Siffer Parasite coming.
Yes.
So if he doesn't ice R&D again, Don can get a bunch of clean accesses in R&D with no
He can
tags.
barely afford twice R&D at this point.
And-
Because he needs 6
yeah.
credits
Yeah.
to score an agenda.
Yeah.
and
He
combo.
has only a click left as well.
That's it. I think that's it. So he installed Jackson. He shuffled 15 minutes, and then he drew Jackson.
So that's it. The R&D is just going to get.
And this is another.
ravaged.
So the first Jackson pop, he didn't shuffle the second Jackson to R&D. So there's
Yeah.
a Jackson in Archives that if he pops this one, he really wants to shuffle that. So
Yeah.
the odds of HQ having more and more agendas in it at this point, because he can't have just been 3 agendas.
Yeah, so he's preemptively popping the Jackson, which I'm not sure I like.
Is
So I
there a
don't.
reason for that?
And so it's only room mill, right?
Yeah.
Room mill's literally the only reason you do it. And
He's shuffling Archived at least this
yeah,
time.
I think you can count the influence that Don's got.
Having
I think
seen Siffer, you know,
and you've seen
expect-
Strike as well,
Yeah.
and you've seen 2 Yogg. So I don't think he can. I think you can identify he doesn't have room mill at this
I
point.
think you let him waste a click, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. Because every click is really precious here. Because it's R&D accesses.
I didn't, when he was searching through Archives there, I didn't see the Jackson Howard, so I think he did shuffle it on the
Yeah,
first Jackson.
yeah, that
So
makes
there's
a
one
lot of
there.
sense.
He shuffled Archive there as well, so he still has 2
Yeah.
missing requests.
So actually, I guess Don's turn would have been run R&D, and then you have to shuffle the Jackson anyway. So
Laundry, that's nice.
yeah. So Don's gone to big favourite now,
So
right?
he's quite safe now, isn't he?
Wait, yeah,
He's
yeah.
out
Unless
of
Swifty
range.
has the 2-1 in hand and the rest of the combo in hand.
Steals it. Yeah.
That's an unusual way to do R&D access.
Yeah, yeah. So Don, I think
So
almost
does
certainly
Don
just
just
runs
run
twice
twice?
more,
Could
yeah.
easily win
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, he needs one 2-point agenda or 2 1-points.
I mean, there's only 2 2-point agendas left
Yeah.
in the game, but yeah, NAPD or food wins in this game. As Swifty, do you purge next turn?
It's Jackson.
So they're going to be 5 counters on that medium, and they're all going to be.
If he purges, he just goes again, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he won't get fresh cards at least.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
I mean, he
help
doesn't
unless you've got a
proactively-
plan
yeah,
for
he
the
doesn't
next turn.
achieve
It doesn't
anything.
move
Yeah,
you forward.
he will get fresh cards actually. 'Cause he's just seen 4, I think.
He saw 5, I believe.
So 5 and still
Okay.
QPM.
Yeah.
So he will, yeah.
So at least 4, and then he's drawn 1, so he's seen
Yes.
3. So yeah, he
Does he
will.
play CBS? Or
No.
is he too tight for that?
So he needs Ice Strike.
CBS will
The only thing that helps him now is a Data Raven, I think.
Yeah, Data Raven, and you hope that Don doesn't have another Parasite.
Both the Parasites he Deja'd are gone,
Yes, yeah, and he hasn't drawn an enormous amount.
and even then, this Data Raven
He might
might
run
not
through
stop.
it.
He might run through it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's 1 QPM gone as well, so there's
Yeah.
only 2 of those to hit. This deck's always really interesting to watch just because everyone knows the agenda suite by this point.
Yeah.
Card for card, and it's such a disgusting agenda suite to try and steal into that it always comes down to everyone knows exactly what agendas are left in the game.
Yeah.
There's 1 food, 1 NAPD, 1 breaking news, 2 cats in 15 minutes.
Yeah. So it feels to me a lot like Swifty's been quite unlucky this game and just missed the second 2-1.
Yes, massive. There was a huge window where he was
yeah.
very, very ahead.
Yeah, Don has to run, right? Because there's always
you
no
just go for the
downside. Okay.
Raven.
So if he has Parasite in hand, he bounces.
Yes.
He bounces. I think he probably bounces anyway, right? He doesn't need to do anything now. He can always run later.
No, true. But I think there's a potential that you just go through so Swifty doesn't purge the 5 counters.
Yeah, that's right.
Medium.
I think if Swifty gets another turn, Purge might well be right. So that's like P-block.
I wish Don's credits was slightly clearer.
Yeah.
I wish I knew what he had. He's got a fair amount of money. It's
I think
not
he's
a
got
lot.
lots.
13 credits.
There's
He's still got
presumably
13.
something in hand or a move.
20 minutes left in the round.
So he has them
5
then.
cards.
Boom or an agenda.
Yeah, if he slumps as a boom, then that would be huge. I mean, if he just wins, that would be pretty huge.
Not what he wanted.
So there's only 2 credits from Check HQ though. So he can sift for the IP block down to 0.
He used Cipher on that run.
Yeah. So
it is
every turn he
each
could take
turn.
he could take a 2 credit run. And it's only 4 credits normally.
Yeah, that seems good. So from where they started in this game, Don has improved his position
immensely,
very
right?
significantly. After that hard-hitting stock,
Yeah.
this felt like a terrible place.
Right, so as Swifty, you have to purge, I think.
Yeah, if he installs a Parasite and runs R&D, Swifty loses.
Because the problem is, the only other thing that Swifty could do is score a 2-1, but that just makes Don run R&D, I
Yeah.
think. Because he only needs one agenda and there's a couple he can steal. So.
Yeah, and Swifty, if Swifty was up on 4 or 5 points, it gets dangerous to run R&D, because if you start giving him the QPMs going tag me,
Yeah.
you're in quite a bad place.
Yeah.
But he's only on 1 point. Even if he scores a 2-1 and gets both the remaining cats
Yeah, so
and
you've got-
an exchange, that still doesn't win.
You've got at least 2 more turns. If you hit a boom from HQ as well, you suddenly are in a really good position.
Don actually has at least 3 turns from here. Swifty can't score a 2-1,
Yeah.
and then he has to take money,
Yeah.
and then he has to stop it.
Yeah.
Unless he hits a mystery pop-up window on Arcos.
Yeah, so no need to panic. He can draw for a Parasite or a Deja Vu, I think. Because that's what effectively finishes this game if you can find it. I'm not sure he needs the money, actually.
No, and playing that at the end, that takes him down to 7. Swifty has a sweep week in hand. I don't know how many cards Don has in hand. At this point.
Yeah, that's interesting.
The
Yeah.
strike is still out though, so he can.
That's
yeah,
a
yeah,
fair
good point, good point. Yeah.
The Sync deck runs no cards. Just your current plan is to
Score
have
2
4
ones,
2-1s.
So Swifty has 1 breaking use in the deck, and that's the only. He's got 15
He's got
minutes.
15
as well.
minutes,
Yeah, he shuffled it back in, so he's got
That's
2.
the other hope.
He's got 2 2-1s that he has to draw. One off.
Or any QPMs if he's somehow based on his going tag me.
Yeah. So that's one of the 3 turns that Don potentially has. Well, the minimum that he has.
Yes. Yeah, if he scores a 2-1 next turn, the clock is over.
Yeah.
If this is a pop-up window, that would be quite nice.
Raven.
Oh. So I think you only res that if there's a QPM in our price.
Yeah, or if in the world of mind games there could be not, and he's trying to bait Don into playing the Parasite still QPMs,
Yeah,
but
but
that
you,
seems
you,
really
set,
bad
you set
value.
yourself back by a turn again.
Yeah, yeah,
because
it
you're
seems
down to 4
terrible.
credits again.
So that probably means there's QPM. But if there is a QPM in the bin, Don has Parasite in hand.
It's game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although if you
That is
have
a
one
win
Parasite, do you Parasite or?
Well, here's the point. Is it this weird mind game where you're trying to waste a Parasite on
Yeah.
that Data Raven because you think it's a safer line?
Yes.
So it's just Siphon and Mimic, so nothing of real note.
How many Deja Vu does this deck run?
I think it's down to 2.
Okay.
2 Deja Vu.
He's played 1.
Yeah, you got
Seems
3
like
Parasites. The
I
slots,
suppose you usually only need to kill about 4 bits of ice and you've won the game.
Yeah,
but-
it either has 2 or 3, because Don asked me for this list a few months back, and I started off with 3. It went down to 2 because you have to fit in Moose as well, which solves some of the problems in the deck. But
Swifty has the 15 minutes in hand.
Okay.
I think he drew the 15 minutes and then took 2 credits.
Yeah.
We know he's got the 24/7.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume he has a boom from the way he defended HQ turn 1.
Yeah, it feels
Yeah.
like, doesn't it?
So Don is now back on a 2-turn clock,
Yeah.
but he's in 5 points.
He's
6
at 6 points. 6 points.
It's a lot of points.
Yeah. It's
Almost
almost
7.
all the points. So first, he's really desperate to find another Parasite, I think.
So if Swifty scores that 15 minutes out of hand next turn,
Yeah.
do you run through the data raven 4 times?
I think you definitely run HQ at least once.
Yes, okay.
You might run Data Raven 3 times after that, though.
Yeah, because if you don't have the Parasite in hand, there's not much point drawing it. He knows the 24/7's in hand at least,
Yeah.
and there's fair odds on
I
it.
think you assume that the boom. I think you have to play as if boom is in hand.
Yes. Swifty also has closed, so he could not have boom and be playing for the 24/7 close
Yeah,
hard
okay.
hitting line, but that's
Okay.
way worse than
He thinks it's in the bin.
This is interesting.
I
Was
think
it a
it is.
ruse?
It's just a food.
It's a GFR.
Could have just run it last round.
Yeah.
Very good.
He didn't. He just had boom in hand.
Yeah.
So Swifty has the whole win.
He has the win in
several
hand.
ways.
He just took too long to assemble it.
Yes. Yeah, Swifty was very unlucky to not find that 15 minutes or breaking news.
Yeah,
along.
though I think Don also did a good job of not
Yeah, Don
panicking
played-
and turning a bad position into a winning position.
Yeah, Don choosing when he got tagged to slowly dig his way out
Yeah.
was a smart play.
Yeah,
A
and
lot
that-
of players would have just run out.
And that strike was really, really good.
Yes.
He had a film critic as well. That's interesting.
Yeah, Film Critic.
So
if
it
he
means-
had chosen to run R&D 3 times on that last turn, for
Yeah,
whatever reason, playing Film Critic first
it means
might not.
it means you've got a line of play film critic, run Data Raven, click film critic, assume there's QPM in there.
Yes, if
and
there's
just do
QPMs in
that.
the bin,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a very good line.
So I think Don had a couple of options there.
was an interesting game.
It was an interesting game. Yeah, a lot happened there.
Yeah.
Is that a data ward?
It's a data ward, yeah.
Data ward.
Unusual bit of
A
ice.
bit expensive.
And that's the problem,
extremely
right?
expensive. Yeah. I mean, behind a data rover against someone who isn't running ice destruction, I guess it's just incredibly taxing.
It's insane. Yeah. Right, we will leave it there for a short break. Thanks, Pat, and thanks, Mike, and we will come back for the final in a few minutes. Okay, there's a lunch break before the grand finals, apparently.
Not such a short
Weird
break.
It'll be Whiz versus CI first, which is pretty bad, right, for Whiz.
Not for this.
It's
no,
Don.
Sorry,
It's Don.
I was thinking the wrong way. Yeah,
So
okay,
Swifty has
that's not right.
frantic coding, Mopus, Vamp, which is good for CI.
Yes.
Don has access a lot of cars before Sam
Don
combo.
has 3 strikes, potentially 3 day jars, and medium.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Yep. And we'll come back for that after an indeterminate lunch break, probably about half an hour, I think. So yeah, about 10 to 1 maybe. So see you soon. Bye.
Thank you very much.